My sons, I have returned. You might say, who is this guy? Well, it's your dad. It's like Ricardo. Well, the main purpose of doing this thing, this video, this is the cringiest video on the planet. I know. Please don't be like, oh yes, yeah. Shut the hell up, please. Um, I just created this because in the future I wanna see like myself when I was younger and be like, oh, that was me. So yeah. Well, I have a lot of ideas. I talk to them a lot with my friends. Some of them think I'm crazy. Some of them think that are great ideas. Some other people think I'm a terrorist for no none reasons. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a joke, guys. Like whatever. Either way. So in the last 3 days we had the finals in our school. Well, I took two finals because next week we have the other finals. But either way, I took chemistry, the final, right? Normal test, wasn't that hard, whatever. Yeah. Um, Here's the thing, though. My question is: imagine, like, you know how kids in America they don't behave that good, like, um, they talk back to their teachers, they're not responsible. Um, yeah, they talk a lot. Um, yeah, they don't do the work a lot of times, and then they're like, "Oh, I don't really understand nothing," and then they tell their parents, whatever. Either way, so here's my idea, right? I came from a third world country, right? And in my country, teachers are way more strict. They don't care about students. In America, the teachers are way too nice and they help a lot, but in my country, that wouldn't happen. So here's my idea, right? What if, what if, and hear me out. You know how some like animals have like a collar, like a thing that electrocutes them every time they do something wrong and shit. Well, what if you did that but to humans, bruh? Like to kids. Imagine like let's say that a whole class, right? They all have human collars, right? And the teacher has the control over it, right? And there's a certain limit to the amount of electrocutes a student can have, right? So let's say if they break the code of conduct, if they break the I don't know the classroom rules, they will get electrocuted. And you're gonna be like, Ricardo, that's too hard. That's wait, no. Hear me out. All right. Wouldn't you like your kid when he's younger get electrocuted, and then in the future realize, hey, I'm I don't want to break this rule because that might hurt me. Like in the future, that might be bad. And if I do this, I'm gonna get punished. You know what I mean? So they will know, but if they do something wrong, they're gonna get electrocuted, and there's gonna be problems. So that's child abuse, whatever. Shut the hell up, please. Hear me out. Um, so to fix this problem, right? They can apply for a certain exam and make that exam, and that'll be like they're like super well behaved kids, and they won't have to wear the human collar. Here's the trick, though. The teachers will also have a taser, right? And they will also have like a controller, right, where it can electrocute all the class if they're all misbehaving. So, so what's the name? Let's say a kid's like, oh no, fuck this. I'm tired of my fucking getting electrocuted every single day. The teacher could be like, you said what? And then boom, taser, piece ass. That's it. You're done. Like, it's perfect. Um, so what else? Oh well, I was also thinking that I don't know, like I feel like what's it called? Sometimes people don't appreciate their stuff and shit. Especially students, they don't care about things that like the school gives them. And it's just sad. And like for example, today I was taking my multimedia design test, and what's it called? It was 100 questions, right? It's just annoying. I finished it in like an hour. I think everyone did it in like an hour. It was quick. It wasn't that hard. What's the name? There was like a group of white people, right? And I'm saying they're bad. I'm just saying they're fucking annoying. That's what they are. Like there were like 7 people, right? And they were right beside me, and I couldn't move, right? And they were talking the stupidest shit in the planet. It was like, oh, you remember when we went to our house? Oh, your mom loves me, blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up, please. I'm trying to go to sleep, bruh. Like, don't you guys get that when people are so fucking annoying and the only thing you want to do is fucking sleep or watch a YouTube video without being bothered? You know what I mean? Like, dude, just shut the fuck up for a second, right? Let me watch my thing. And if I want to, I can talk to you, okay? Like, I'm your chicks. Don't get me into your fucking conversation if I don't want to be in that conversation. Like, dude. And I might have done that sometimes, and I feel bad, but like, it's fucking annoying. All I wanted was to fucking go to sleep, and they were talking and talking for 4 fucking hours. Like, do you get that? Like, being for 4 fucking hours, and they're let's move. So, um, so yeah, that's one of my ideas. I also had a great idea. What if in the future, right? Um, because this is my utopia, like my dream, right? Imagine if there was a society, right? You know how in World War II, in the concentration camps, they had like numbers and shit. And I know that sounds bad, but yeah, whatever. They did a lot of bad things to Germans. I know that everything. I know. Yeah, please, yeah. So, pretty much what I'm saying is, imagine a society where all the people are bald. Everyone's bald. Everyone's bald. Like, everyone. And they all have barcodes on the back. You know, Hitman. If you ever play the game Hitman, that he has a barcode, and that identifies him. Well, imagine they all have barcodes, and they all identify by their number. Everyone has an ID number, right? So it'll be like 458923. You know what I mean? That will be my ID number, right? And everyone will have a uniform, and everything will be organized, and people like in my country, right? Like 80 years ago, we had a dictator, right? And this is gonna sound bad, but that dictator was actually good. Um, he basically, I know he didn't allow freedom and a lot of things, but what he did was he used prisoners, right? Like all the bad people and like the people he put into prison too. I'm not gonna say that he was all good, but he basically put them to do all the infrastructure for the country for free, basically, and then he basically killed them at the end. He basically said, "Hey, you guys are gonna make roads, you guys are gonna make buildings, and this is gonna last." And actually, right now in my country, the infrastructure that we have is because of those buildings. Like all the things are from the 50s, everything, and that's because he made those prisoners build that. And I'm not saying we should kill them after they build it, but I'm just saying it will be a good use of prisoners, people that have breaking the law, right? To use them as getting the country better, as making them to do shit, like not being a fucking, I don't know, jail, being like, oh, I made a mistake. Shut the hell up. You kill like 3 people, bruh. Like, yeah. That's all of my ideas, right? And what is it? Um, well, I think that's gonna be it. I just wanted to get some thoughts off my mind. Just wanted to, yeah, that's it. Well, see you later, my sons.